water signs, welcome to your reading for the month of May. I hope you are doing good. I hope all is well. You had a great month of April and are ready for May to come in, okay? A little magic of May. Before I start, I wanted to let you guys know that I am now doing something daily over on my Patreon from Monday to Friday. We do the daily oracle, that's the name of it. I draw an oracle card, we do some breathing exercises, we tune into the daily moon energy or some other astrology that might, be helpful for that particular day. Sometimes I'm just channeling something I really want to share, and so yeah, if you feel guided to like join that and you would really benefit from something on a daily basis, or at least from Monday to Friday, it's something you really like. We do it like around 5 minutes. I have failed in that, to be honest, because I just draw it longer than 5 minutes, but I'm working on that to not take more than 5 minutes of your morning, but to just come together, get in alignment and just center ourselves and then start our day off. And that's something I really wanted to start already, and now I have begun. The first week is done and I'm just really excited. I'm really excited, so I just wanted to share it. Then you at least know what's going on over there. I'll leave the link to my Patreon down here below, so only if you feel guided to join that group, then come on over with your good positive energy. All right, let's talk a little bit about May. What can we expect all the way at the end? All right, I don't even want to give it too much attention. Mercury will go retrograde, as it always does, now and then, every couple months, but that's all the way in the end. So kind of want to integrate that into the June readings, because I'll upload them around the 20th in May. So that's something to be aware of. The shadow period will start 2 weeks before that, so just make sure if you got certain things to take care of, especially something to do with technical difficulties, or ooh, it's been hanging on one thread for way too long, maybe you should get something new to fix it before Mercury goes in shadow period or in retrograde 2 weeks after that. For the rest, we got some Sagittarius lunar eclipse coming up all the way at the end as well. This 26th. We'll talk about that. Not right now, but we'll talk about that on the channel. And full moon first on April the 27th in Scorpio. It's going to be an intense one, but it's going to be good. For my Scorpios out there, it's going to be good in the long haul. All right, we'll bring in some release, some newness. New moon in Taurus, also a pretty important one, is on May 11th in most places on Earth. Some 10th, 12th, but 11th. So set some new intentions to really see okay, where do you want to take this? And like I said, I'm going to talk about the moon a little bit more later on in the month, so I'll update that. But overall, those are the main things. Mars just moved into Cancer today. That's why I'm okay, today I'm going to do these readings. And I'm a little bit on my rambling game, okay? I'm a little bit on my rambling game today. So I'm just going to try and focus. I am aware, I'm conscious of it all. Let's get started. All right, can I get a card out for my water signs? I ask and I shall receive. We have the King of Swords and the Two of Cups. Hot and cold, hot and cold. I don't know, some of you might be dealing with a hot and cold situation with someone who is treating you like you are a queen or a king one day, and the next day it's you know what, we need to look at this. And you're wait, what? We're all up in our romance vibes. Why am I going to kill the mood right now? You're kind of killing the vibe. I feel you might have, deal with someone who is coming into the union a little bit like a vibe killer, like a party, yeah. King of Swords, Two of Cups. So I feel the King of Swords first came out, and then you have the Two of Cups. So I do feel maybe the cold shoulder phase will be clearing out in the month of May. You guys are able and capable of really bringing it together. Some of you may have troubles with your relationship, and all that distortion is what I'm hearing for some reason, was the main focus for quite some time. It's yeah, I love him, but this thing or that happened, and that's just like the main focus in a relationship. I do feel like the romance side will come a little bit more together. The compassion, the extending of the compassion, I always feel that so strong with the Two of Cups. It's like, I'm offering you what I want to receive in this conversation. Like being very conscious of like, what would I need in this conversation? And then extending that first, or extending what you are receiving. Basically become conscious, because I see with the Three of Pentacles, you guys can really work this out. But not from an approach of like, I know I'm right. It's almost like the Five of Swords. Like, I know right now we're nitpicking on one thing, but I know I'm right. So I'm not going to say like, okay, whatever, let's just move on with our day. No, it's like, I really need to make this point. And you're going to sit down and you're going to listen. But in the end of the day, it's like really killing the romantic like vibes, and the ability to really work things through and actually get way more out of a situation than just you getting your way or your right, or vice versa, the other person as well. So do see like Two of Cups, so a new approach of working together. Some of you are actually taking in like a dating expert or something. That's just for a very small group. It's like, you know what, I just go about love in this certain way. And I would really find it fascinating to see how someone who claims to be like, an expert or a coach, how that person will approach me, or what type of tips or something I would, receive from stepping into a space like that and opening up my energy to advice, like, in that way. Maybe it will actually be helpful. Like, if it doesn't help, it also wouldn't hurt. So, yeah, that's something I'm feeling. There might be, your partner might actually be really focused on something with like a small collective. They might like be going to a strike or something like that. Really, really focused on like it's almost like an Aquarius energy. The rebel energy is coming up. It's like, I don't want this, and I'm gonna fight for this for the people. And that sometimes, there could be your partner that you're dealing with, and that's why the two of you are just sort of, a little bit separated, because that person you're maybe connected to is not on that same bandwagon, or you're not focusing on that. You approach things from a different angle, and that sort of, brings in a little bit of that, like, you're just focused here and I'll just focus here. You have the Page of Cups. So again, approach it from lighthearted energy. If you have something to say that you don't like, just crack a joke. I mean, there's no one better that can do that than, I'm sorry, but you guys, we know that the cancers are good, and like getting their point across in like a small, cute joke. Every time I do that, I picture Joey's like, I'm sorry, I don't know what this means. Totally off. I'm saying, I told you guys, I warned you, I'm rambling today. What I feel with this, like, approach it from a light-hearted angle, a light-hearted approach. Like, just crack a joke, or don't take it too serious, but just make sure, like, listen, I know you're cute and stuff, but please don't put your feet on a table. I know you are a queen, but please don't leave your hair in the shower when you, washed your golden locks. Just crack a joke. Package deal. The way that sometimes the gift becomes better with a good wrapping paper. The way they're wrapped is important this month. That's what I'm trying to say. It's not about what you say, because I am all about speaking your mind, getting it off before it becomes a problem. But it's how you say it. How you say it. Because of that Mars, especially for my Cancers, because of that Mars, it can just come out of the blue. And that's for all of you, and especially my water signs. Like, you can just be like, wait, what? We surprise people. So the approach that they're saying, like, the Page of Cups, and then you get the Knight of Cups back, and it's all good. And it's like a lighthearted approach. Follow your emotions. Like, wherever they guide you this month, it's good, because you're overcoming and you're growing and you're evolving. Because I feel that you are getting in the flow in the month of May, and that will continue a couple months. It's not just only, beginning of May or something. Of course, we're, going into retrograde. Things might slow down again a little bit, but overall, I just feel like when we push ourselves, because it's, you know, there's a big difference, like, you know, feeling like I have to do this, and the feeling of like I can't stop because I'm enjoying this way too much, you know. And that's not always necessarily something that's negative or bad, you know. But I do feel like you're breaking certain barriers, and a lot of you were really dealing with procrastination for a couple months. Like procrastinations, like you wanted to do it, you had this idea, but you just couldn't get it out of you. And that can be a very frustrating place. But when you get out of that place, you understand, you learn so much from it as well. Sometimes you need to inner child run free. Just let her run free, you know. Don't tell yourself no all the time. It's not good either for your expression, your emotional expression, and so your filter. So I feel the Nine comes with the Strength. It's like certain things you're just doing, you're trying out new things and taking on risks, and you're really enjoying it because you find like, ooh, it wasn't actually really that scary. It was just me making it bigger, but it was also normal because now I'm getting, you know, the wings so I can fly and I can take that leap. It's all about the right timing, I feel. You see again with Justice. This is the way that you get the things that you are searching for, and the way things balance out. It's by understanding yourself on a deeper level, and to know that when you are suppressing certain things, you can blow up really quickly because you're just over full. You know, you take it on too much, other people's things and projects and emotions. So you go to the grocery store, and there's people with sad stories and energy, and then you take it home and you like come home with a headache. You're like, why do I have a headache? It's so annoying. And then you get all upset about the headache when all along it was like, oof, I just need a shower. I just need to put the, have running water over my crown chakra. I just need to take a salt water bath. I just need to cleanse my energy. It's like being conscious and aware that there's, for example, if you buy a closet from the IKEA or whatever, one store that you always put your stuff together yourself. Oh, there's a rainbow on the wall. I'm sorry. That was beautiful. There's a rainbow on the wall. I wish I could show you. I could take a picture and I could add it in, because I'm not removing the thing from the stand. That's too much work. Okay, I will show you guys. I don't know if you want to see it, but I'm going to show you. Wait. Ooh, it's so pretty. All right. You see? That's me allowing my inner child to play a little bit. Now I'm back in the reading. So guys, don't tell me no, okay? There's a balance. And that really brings in your manifestations, the things you were trying to call in, or that you wanted to feel more free in. You see with the Seven of Cups, you got options. Six of Pentacles. Yeah, Seven of Cups, Six of Pentacles. It's like when you don't have the answers, when you don't really know what you want to do, don't try to super focus on it in May. Try and extend your energy elsewhere. Like, hey, I want to maybe try volunteer somewhere because I just need to connect with people, in that way, or with animals or something like that. I just want to get out of sight of my bubble of focusing on getting my finance together or doing this, or my 5-year plan is pulling at me, or I need to start now. I just want to, leave it right there and step out and do something constructively that have an instant gratification when it comes to my energy, when it comes to other people's lives, just do something, just give, or maybe receive. Be open to receive. Let somebody take you out. Let somebody order some nice food and invite you over, just because a lot of places there's no over here either, like there's no restaurants open or whatever, so we can only do a cute takeout. All right. Yeah, so let's see. The Six of Pentacles, you might actually get some financial help or some help in general when you feel overwhelmed. Know that there's help out there for you. You don't have to do everything by yourself. Exactly. With that Two of Pentacles, somebody can help you actually make it manageable. Go from 7 things you need to fix to 2, and the other things, you know, are actually done for you. 6 of Swords. Okay, so they do want to talk to you about that healing. I feel like when it comes to romance, it's not necessarily only like if you are in a relationship, it definitely does apply when you're single as well. It's almost like you're working differently. You are healing on a deeper soul's level, basically. You really are grounding yourself in that, and your passion is actually bringing you back towards that Page of Cups energy. You know, it's like because you are passionate about one thing, you open up to see things from a different angle in all kinds, you know, all sides of your life. Just it's like it's the same thing. If you focus on one thing, you really focus on it, and it's so negative, or like you only have the fear energy, you know, focused upon it. Other things also start to show all kinds of signs of like it may not, it may be, you know, maybe this isn't it, and you know, maybe I should stop, maybe I should quit, maybe I'm not good enough, like I'm here and here and here, and then it just comes down like a domino effect. But they could also work the other way around. It works the same way. 4 of Pentacles and the 4 of Swords. 4 of Pentacles and the 4 of Swords. Something is holding you back from actually stepping into your 9 of Pentacles. I'm going to clarify this. 4 of Pentacles, 4 of Swords is with the Hangman, yeah. Okay, so if you're trying to get something off the ground, yeah, and you have been waiting for the right moment in time, a lot of times we are connected to the divine timing of things. You see with the 4 of Swords, it's like, okay, you know what, I did all that I could do, and I'm just going to kick back and relax, and in divine timing I shall receive. It's a level of faith, right? It's a level of faith. With the 4 of Pentacles, this person doesn't want to put in those things because it's not ready to be in this position, not ready to surrender and just put it out there and then going into that surrender mode. With the Hangman, you have that realization that it's not you being stuck. It's like actually building your trust, building your faith, and it's actually a real good magnet as well for things to come in. So I feel like with that 4 of Pentacles, it's like invest the things that you can do. Start today. Instead of feeling, yeah, but I have to wait for divine timing, for the right camera to come along, or I have to wait for divine timing till I have my house finished, or this finished, or that, or whatever. No, you're already sitting on some golden ideas, golden acts, okay? The golden act. And so you should put that to use because that's something that comes to you naturally. And then wait, invest, then wait. Take a step back. A lot of times we feel like we have to run harder if you want more, but it's not like that. When it comes to you knowing I did everything I needed to do and I put in all the time and energy and effort that I had, now I'm going to relax. Now I'm taking the weekend off. You know? It's the same thing when you, for example, let's just make it very basic. If you're uploading a photo to Instagram, okay, just to your feed, you could do 2 things. You kind of refresh how many likes are coming in, or you can like have fun. You made a picture, you're sharing it because you want to express it to the world, want to show it, want to share it, or whatever, and then you just leave the gram and you just go up on your day. And maybe like 2 hours later, you're like, okay, I just want to check in. It's okay. But like if you constantly check in, it just brings all these feelings and emotions with it. You're not trusting for things to just come in. And you're not trusting for the right people to see your post. You like think that for some magical reason, if you keep refreshing it, it's so, you know, that's what you need to do. Like that's the only way. So that's just a way of looking at it. I'm not saying like refresh all you want. If that's something that you took on a hobby on the side, totally fine with me. You know, live your life. But a lot of times it's actually very negative energy that exists, because you're like, last time it was like 200 likes, or it was 20 likes, and now it's like 3. And then in 10 minutes later, it's still 3. What's going on? Do I need to, remove it, re-upload? Like all of those things that, go on through your mind. But it's like, no, I did what I did. I put it out there. I'm moving on with my day. Okay? That's it. That's practice. That's not something you just do overnight, but it's practice. But becoming aware of what you're doing after you post a picture, you're gonna be aware now. See where you're at on that shit. All right. 4 of Cups in reverse. You're starting to understand that there's so much power in the face of the procrastination, the face of things not moving forward, the face where you want, but you can't do. And with the Temperance, it's like you understand that this is the biggest gift that you can receive, is that whole healing journey, so you can start fresh. The universe has trying to put you elsewhere, like mold you a little bit that way. You felt that, but you resisted at the same time. Not all, but some really did. I know I did. I own it. All right. The moment I stepped into going with that flow again, I was like, okay, I get it now. So we can talk about that a long time, but we're not going to do that. I don't want to take you too much time and space from you. I'm going to pick up this deck. Let's see what the additional oracle has to say. My water signs. Ooh, you got 2. Okay. Seeding the light, laying foundations, and divine plan. Beautiful. Okay, and then you have awakening, energetic upgrades, a new way of being, integration, a new way of being. A new way of being with this, and then definitely this, a new way of being. Okay, let's see. I know I got the book somewhere. Here you are. Awakening. Let's just start. Well, let's just read that one from the book. I think there's a message in there hiding for some of you. Okay, there we go. Number 90. That, is definitely a record for me trying to find the message in a book. Let's move on. Energetic upgrades. You are going through a period of awakening. Things are changing within you at many levels. You are starting to remember ancient truth and discover more and more about who you are and why you are incarnated. You might find that you are experiencing past life flashbacks, seeing the invisible thread that is woven through all of your life, or even feeling Kundalini Shakti rise through your body from the base up your spine. The most important thing for this time is not to overthink it and to stay grounded. Share your experiences with like soul people while you consciously integrate them. Journal and pay attention to your dreams. You are remembering and your soul gifts are emerging. During this time of transition and awakening, you may be called to devote yourself to being of service. True, there are ideas, truths, concept books, and creations waiting to be birthed into this world. Stay open to receive them. Pulling this card may be a sign that you are here to birth one of these creations into the world. Or perhaps you are being called to make a shift in your life in order to be of service. Don't think too much about it. Instead, repeat the following work your light activation. Hold the card to hold your hand on your heart and say, I surrender to my awakening. I allow the Shakti energy to rise from the base of my spine. I open myself up to the universe, using me in a way that aligns my mind, body, and spirit. Right, beautiful. Just the short version. Do you guys want a short version? I surrender to my awakening. So just take a moment, deep breath in, deep breath out. I surrender to my awakening. Okay, good. All right, don't forget that if you want to join me over on Patreon, I would love to see you there. Then you're more than welcome. And I just want to wish you an amazing month of May. Like, go out there, you know, like, be creative, try new things. And I'm definitely sure you guys can really make some steps forward this month. So I love you so much. Thank you once again for tuning in, and always be so supportive. And I'll be back soon. All right. Mwah. Bye, guys.